So when you are preparing to use nitrous, bring your nitrous tank in and set up the scavenger and the tubing. So you're going to have also, so you'll need to get your nasal mask. This is a demo one, so it's not colored, but the nasal mask out to do as your setup. So all this can be done before the patient even arrives into the operatory. If you're right-handed, you're going to position the nitrous unit over here on the left side. Okay. That'll leave room for an assistant here and for the clinician, or the reverse if you're left-handed. So the first thing I do is lay the tubing out of the way, is open up your tanks. Now there's 2 sets of tanks of oxygen and 2 nitrous on each nitrous carriage. We only want to open up 1 tank of each at a time. So the tanks are labeled in use and full. Sometimes they're both full. So in that case, you will choose whichever one you want for opening. But if one is labeled in use and one is full, only open the in use. The same for the oxygen. Now there's instructions on how to open up the tanks right here attached to each nitrous unit. So what we want to do is first, you're going to open up the oxygen tank. This one says in use. This one says full, so we're going to open this one. And you just need to open it up enough. I'm going to turn this around here. Start kneading. Open it enough to see the gauge go up, and you can see there it goes up. And leave this one closed, okay? Then we're going to open up the nitrous unit. Again, this is the in-use one. This is the full one. And then we'll rotate up to see the dial move. Now, this one doesn't have a completely full tank. That's okay, because we want to use this gas up before we switch over to this tank, okay? So I'm going to leave that one open. Now my gases are open. I'm going to attach the scavenger to the HVE line. Doesn't matter which one. Okay. And I'm going to take my nasal mask. Okay. And I'm going to attach it to the nitrous tubing, large to large and small to small. And I'm going to turn my vacuum on. Because I'm going to check the scavenger. Okay. To check the scavenger, once I've turned the nitrous on, I take this lure cap off. Okay. And then I adjust the flow of my scavenger so that that ball is floating. Okay. Once I've got that ball floating, then I can put this lure cap back on. Okay. And that can lay down here. Turn my scavenger off, or my HVE off. And then set up the unit with plastic over the top. And we use plastic over the top of the actual unit because if we need to adjust controls while we're doing patient treatment, we're only touching plastic. It doesn't contaminate the rest of the unit. And then we also have a barrier over the scavenger because we're using the saliva ejector and the other HVE line and maybe the air water. And then while you're waiting for your patient, you can just drape this across the top of the plastic. Just make sure that this mask doesn't fall on the floor. Okay. Now you're ready to go. So then you can bring your patient back. Okay.